What's going on, y'all? 5 Sports All back at it with another video talking some NFL here, talking about the Chicago Bears who finally get in the victory column. They shocked everybody, including my damn self, as they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 23-17 at home in exciting fashion. Here to recap the game for you guys and basically talking about this game and the Bears moving forward. Okay, so now let's just talk about the play that everyone wants to talk about. That boneheaded play by Marcus Cooper, who actually should not show his face to the city of Chicago for the next week until they play the Packers, because that play was abysmal. He is so lucky the Bears were able to pull this one out, because if they did not, Marcus Cooper would be the GOAT, and I don't mean that in a good way, okay? He would literally be a GOAT. But with that being said, that was one of the most boneheaded plays I've ever seen. Easily the most boneheaded play this year, with not being able to just walk into the end zone and getting to the ball stripped. Like, what are you thinking, Marcus Cooper? But with that being said, that play kind of overshadowed the Bears, who, of course, pulled out a surprising W, so they must have done some good things here, right? Well, here's the thing. They won in the most unconventional way, and it's not even like I should be surprised, because at this point, the Bears really don't have too many options in order to win. It's basically running the damn football, okay? And that's what the hell they did today against the Steelers. They ran the damn football down their throat. Jordan Howard finally looked like the Jordan Howard of last year. Came out and had a huge game with 23 rushes for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns, including the game-winning touchdown. So I was telling everybody with the Tariq Cohen hype, listen, Tariq Cohen is going to be a nice player. He's going to be a Darren Sproles, but he'll never be a lead back like a Jordan Howard. So told everybody, pump the brakes. Jordan Howard is still the guy for this team. He is still the workhorse and bell cow. Tariq Cohen is still going to be a big part of this team, but Jordan Howard, this team goes where Jordan Howard goes, and you saw that today. This is the main component needed for the Bears to win. Ride the tails of Jordan Howard to a victory, as the Bears did today. So I'm glad to see that. Tariq Cohen, he himself still had a good game. 12 rushes for 78 yards and still had 4 catches for 24 yards. Jordan Howard finally caught some balls. That was nice to see. But with that being said, an interesting stat for you guys. The only receiver on the Bears that was able to catch a ball, I believe the leading receiver actually, was Deontay Thompson, who had 1 catch for 9 yards. That means the Bears basically threw to only the backs and the damn tight ends, okay? There were so many times out there where the Bears were running 3 tight end formations with Shaheen Sims, and it felt like Zach Miller and whatnot, and it was crazy to see that the Bears might be the Chiefs of a couple years ago. They might not throw to a receiver all year, okay? The receiver might not catch a touchdown all year with all of the injuries that they have had on this side of the football. Mike Glennon, 15 for 22, 101 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. They were trying to hide him. They didn't want him throwing the damn football. The Bears won this game with Mike Glennon throwing for 100 yards. Can you believe that? Okay, so moving forward, that's the plan. Mask Mike Glennon, run the damn football, and basically make him not beat us before the other team does. So it's kind of just protecting ourselves from Mike Glennon by sort of hiding him and making sure he doesn't make mistakes, really. Let's talk about the Steelers side of things here. Big Ben had a decent game, 22 for 39, 235 yards, a touchdown. He did have a fumble loss when the Bears defense got to him, and that was the key in this game for the Bears. Ran the damn football, played solid defense. They got to Big Ben consistently. They were able to force turnovers, and that was a big part of how they got this victory. And now, if you think about it, it's really interesting. They almost beat the Falcons, and they beat the Steelers, okay? I know they got shellacked by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I think that was because the Buccaneers had basically 3 weeks to prepare for the Bears, and it was just a bad spot at the wrong time, and the Buccaneers just got whooped by the Vikings, as you saw today, okay? So it's not that everything's final and set in terms of the takeaways that you take from a team. The Bears are still a bad team, but they're not as bad as people think they are, okay? And if we were able to do this with Mike Glennon throwing for 100 yards, imagine our team with a good quarterback, okay? This is a solid front seven, a solid to a very good running game. You add a good quarterback to it, cough, Mitch Trubisky, cough. I hope we get to really see the Bears, take that next step, but it probably won't be this year. Let's see what happens moving forward. But Le'Veon Bell couldn't find much rushing room. 15 rushes for 61 yards and a touchdown. That touchdown was at the goal line. Like, he has not looked like himself all year, so something is there. But I would like to credit the Bears defense for slowing down Le'Veon Bell. They were able to slow down the Atlanta Falcons running backs as well. And last week they held Jez Rodgers to under like 60, 70 yards. Antonio Brown, 10 catches for 110 yards and a touchdown. He's going to do what he does, best receiver in the game. But with that being said, the Bears did come out on the right side of this game with the W. So I'm encouraged by the things I told you guys with the defense and with the running game. But I'm very, very scared of the fact that the Bears are not having any receivers to throw to. I think this is going to come back to bite them, and I don't think this is a sustainable pace. And I feel like the Bears are in the best spots when they're going to be at home. I know they were a home underdog today, but at home, I'm going to give them a shot pretty much just against anybody just because of the way that they slow down the game. But on the road, they basically have no shot. This is still a bad football team, folks. Like I said, Mike Glennon won't lose his job because they won, okay? They need to lose for him to lose his job, so he's going to be the quarterback for the foreseeable future. I thought the Bears would be 0-4 by the time after week 4, after they get done playing the Packers, and I still have them losing to the Packers next week, but I do give them a shot in that game. How much of a shot, I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, they're 1-2 now. Still a very, very early time in the season, so let's see what happens. But with that being said, encouraged by a few things, but discouraged by a few things. Some takeaways, but don't take everything away from this game. The Bears are still a pretty bad football team. The Steelers usually underwhelm and play down to competition against bad teams, okay? So let's not overreact here. But again, I am encouraged by what I see. Let me know what you guys think about the Bears and their W today. Leave a comment down below. If you guys agree, disagree, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.